All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is May 28th, 2024. This is the BYOB Market Wrap Up. Let's take a look at some charts. Let me get my trading room up. Okay, take a look at SPY. We'll look at it on... All right, here's here's SPY on the 10-minute chart. SPY on the 10-minute chart, we have a 10-minute uptrend. On the 2-hour chart, we closed the day with a 10-minute uptrend and a 2-hour uptrend. On the daily chart, we closed the day with a daily uptrend. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap. So today's price action, we got a higher low and a higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. This is still bullish. All right, SPY in a bull run. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ doing the same thing, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend. All right, all of the Fab Five still in an uptrend. IWM. Today's price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, under the bullish trap on top of the 17 EMA right there. Okay, so still in an uptrend. We got a higher low, higher high, still in an uptrend. All right, let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, 3 on top of the 8, over the 17 EMA, still in an uptrend. Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow is still in an uptrend, but they take out this low right here, they're in a downtrend. All right, or they make a lower high, they make a higher low and then take it out, then they're in a downtrend. But Diamond Dow right now, lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap, under the 17 EMA. Okay, so there's Diamond Dow, still in an uptrend. All of the Fab Five still in uptrends. All right, T2122, today's price action. Well, we came out of the buyer's chop zone and we made a lower low into the seller's chop zone and a lower high in the seller's chop zone, and made another lower low in the seller's chop zone and knocked on the door of the sell zone right down here. All right, so moving down kind of fast right now, T2122. T2123, we have spiked right through this rising 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart. Started out green and pretty much red all day. Just a whole lot of selling, profit taking here today on T2123. On the 3-bar chart, all right, maybe the rubber band candle will retrace all of this negative or bearish price action. Let's look at the 3-bar chart. We've got one green 17 EMA ball and 2 red ones right there. All right, still space between a rising 17. Remember the bigger time frames? All right, the bigger time frames rule because they encompass a larger span of time. All right, so the 130-minute chart is stronger than the 15-minute chart. While the 15-minute chart may look weak today, the 130-minute chart is just doing fine. We're in a bull flag up here on the 130-minute or the 3-bar chart. Okay, so we got a move up, bull flag, little pullback right here. I've said this several times. Whenever you get that pullback like that, that's a perfect bull flag. When it pulls back like that, usually you get another leg like this moving to the upside. So we'll see what happens. If they can deliver, we'll see what happens. But that is a nice bull flag. All right, so there's T2123 on the 3-bar chart. Let's look at FNGU. FNGU was not bearish at all today. In looking at it, maybe a couple of 15-minute profit-taking candles right there. Started out green, ended green, started out over VWAP, ended up over VWAP. Had a little profit-taking right here. And other than that, they recovered it quickly. FNGU, very bullish. Another bull flag, a move up and over to the right. Next move is higher. All right, so there's FNGU. I'm bullish for tomorrow. Looking good. All right, so let's take a look at, let's go back to our charts. And let's look at USO. USO, today's price actions. USO still in an uptrend. Hanging on by a hair of a chinny chin chin right here. This was the candle that broke the high right here, okay? And then we made, all right, then we were in a downtrend, and then we made this higher high, putting it in an uptrend. Now, if we break this low, we'll be back in a downtrend. So far, we have an uptrend. Not a very convincing uptrend, but today really spun things around. Okay, so we got a higher low and a higher high. All right, and we closed over the bullish cross over the 17 EMA. So USO still in an uptrend. UNG still in an uptrend. Okay, we broke these highs, this high, this high, this high, and that high. All right. So we are in an uptrend. So we're looking for UNG, have a pullback, maybe to minor support, 1793. Put in the higher low. And then we're looking for the bulls to come in with the pressure and put pressure on the most recent high up here, 2150. All right, so we're looking for a bounce on minor support. 21, looks like about $17.90, $18 there. Clear down to this area here, 1750, 1739. All right, so there's UNG. It pulled back to minor support and then rip on a nice V bottom bounce back up to test these highs. There's UNG in an uptrend. USO in an uptrend. SLV in an uptrend. Higher low, higher high. That's an uptrend. Got another higher low challenging the high. Today's price action. Higher low, higher high. Closing over the bullish trap. Over the 17 EMA. There's silver still in an uptrend. GLD. GLD still in an uptrend. Got a higher low and a higher high. That puts it in an uptrend. Now we got another higher low. Kind of forming here. All right. Today's price action. Higher low, higher high. Closing inside of a bearish trap and under the 17 EMA. Not quite as strong as silver. All right, GLD, not as strong as silver, but still in an uptrend. All right, let's take a look at a few sectors. Take a look at SMH. SMH printing brand new all-time highs today. Higher low, higher high. Closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. SMH, brand new all-time highs. AMD was rocking today right here with a nice move up. See what Intel did. Intel didn't go anywhere. See what NVIDIA did. Oh yeah, NVIDIA made some move. All right, NVIDIA makes a move right there. Inverted head and shoulders here on NVIDIA. All right, so there it is. Big move on NVIDIA. AMD, not so much. Intel, nothing to report at all on Intel. All right, so let's take a look at the XLK. Technology sector, SMH printed brand new all-time highs, but tech sector could not. But we got higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend, still bullish. All right, so let's take a look at XLI. Here's our industrials. We break this low right here. We're in a downtrend. right now, not looking pretty. It's still in an uptrend. Couple of red candles and a bull sandwich right there. That's the green candle in between the two red slices of bread right there. That's a bull sandwich. All right, so lower high, lower low on the industrials, closing below the bearish trap, below the 17 EMA. XLI in a uptrend still, even though it's definitely pointed to the downside. All right, let's take a look at XLF. XLF doing the same thing as XLI. All right, so XLF putting in a lower high and a lower low, closing below the bullish trap, bearish trap, and below the 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend, all right? Got to hang on to this trend right here, okay? So here's that right there is XLF. Got to hang on to this trend. They spiked it pretty good today. Let's go back and look at XLI. Also still in an uptrend, but let's put a little trend line in here to see where they pan out. Okay, coming right back to the trend. Hopefully we get a bounce tomorrow. We'll see what happens. There's XLI. All right, last one, IYT. Transports. Really stinking up the show. Lower high, lower low, closing below the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Transports in a downtrend. Okay, SMH in an uptrend. All of the Fab 5 in uptrends. You got mega caps, FNGU, they're in an uptrend. IWM, small cap, mid cap, they're in an uptrend. QQQ, all right, technology industry, pretty much in an uptrend. All right, so everything's in an uptrend except for transports just stinking up the house right there. Transports showing us, I hate to say it, head and shoulders right there. Big head, left shoulder, right shoulder. So we'll see what happens, see if they can recover this. So transport sitting on support right there. Break major support, okay, and things could fall apart for the transports. That right there is the last candle. And then things start to fall apart right there. And you can see we tagged that low today, pretty much. All right, so there's IYT. All right, U.S. dollar, today's rally for the little bit of it that we had was brought to us by the dollar. Here's the dollar on the daily candle. We left off up here on Friday, 105.07, and then we meandered down, and then we had some more on Monday, all right? And then today we were down here at the lows on the flat 200 SMA. There's a 200 SMA right through here. All right. And we made lower highs and lower lows, but not like in the green candle with the tail at the bottom. Okay. Not a good sign for the market. But I got to say, FNGU is in a nice bull flag. Hopefully FNGU can draw first blood and let the bulls run. We'll see what happens before the dollar. We'll see what happens here tomorrow. All right, any questions? Don't forget tonight, thanks Ed, e-learning inside the room, the free room. Going to talk about anchored VWAP, how to set it up, how to find it. All right, let's put that 8 o'clock tonight. All right, we'll see everybody then. Thank you out there. Thank you in the room today. Thank you everybody in digital land. Thank you for being here. Look forward to seeing everybody tonight. And if I don't see you tonight, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock again. We'll do it again. All right. I'm still bullish. I'm telling you, I think SPY's headed for 550. There's nothing to stand in the way except for the dollar. All right. Even I don't think GDP is gonna mess it up. And I think they want to hit 550 before CPI comes out and FOMC. If not, they'll probably be sitting on 540, and definitely CPI and FOMC will shoot them into 550. So we'll see what happens next week here. This week's looking good, all right? There's nothing really to stand in our way. No earnings, no really big economic events, just GDP, which I don't really foresee being an issue, especially since the dollar is still in a downtrend. And it's been in a downtrend for pretty much April 15th. We're on May 27th for the last month. So that's nothing but good news for GDP. So we'll see what happens. All right, traders, we'll see you tonight at 8 or tomorrow at 8. All right, everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here.